Students, welcome to EnglishTutorialEdu.com. I'm Sumita and today we are going to learn about The Rain on the Roof by Kinney. Kinney was an American poet, a lawyer and a politician. He came to fame with the publication of this poem, The Rain on the Roof. The poet starts the first stanza with the description of the sky outside on a rainy evening. In this poem, he talks about his experiences on a rainy evening. When the humid shadows hover over the starry spheres. With the humid shadows, the poet means the clouds that are lingering above in the sky. These clouds are moisture laden and cause shadows on the earth. Hover means to move over the earth. Over all the starry spheres. So here starry spheres refer to the sky, the star-studded sky at night. And the melancholy darkness gently weeps in rainy tears. The poet says the darkness seems to be melancholy. What does melancholy mean? Melancholy means sad. So the darkness seems sad, and due to its sadness, it is gently weeping in rainy tears. What a bliss to press the pillow of a cottage chamber bed. Bliss means happiness. So the poet says that he feels blessed and happy to be able to press the pillow and lie down in his cottage chamber bed. Cottage chamber, a house that is mostly found in the rural areas. So chamber bed here means his bedroom. And he feels very happy to lie listening to the patter of the soft rain overhead. So this rain is falling softly on the roof and the poet is filled with pleasure to listen to the rainfall. Every tinkle on the shingles has an echo in the heart. So there is a tinkling kind of sound as the rain falls on the tiles in his roof. It has an echo in his heart. So the every drop that falls on the roof seems to have an echo in the beat of his heart. So his heartbeat reverberates with the drops that are falling on the roof. And 1,000 dreamy fancies into busy being start. So there are a lot of fanciful thoughts that come to the poet's mind as he moves into a reverie and lying on his chamber bed. So all these thoughts make his mind busy. And 1,000 recollections. 1,000 recollections means the memories that flood the poet's mind. Weave their air threads into woof. So it is as if the memories are intertwining into each other, creating a pattern of thoughts. Just like the threads weave into woof. Woof means weft or cloth that is woven in the loom. So just like the threads are woven into a cloth, into a weft in the loom, similarly in his mind the memories are intertwining and weaving a pattern in his mind. So these are air threads. as I listen to the patter of the rain upon the roof, as the poet lies in his bed and listens to the patter of the pitter patter sound of the rain that is falling on the. In the third stanza, the poet says that the first memory that comes to his mind is that of his mother. Now in memory comes my mother. His mother's memory flood his mind. As he used in years agone, years before, agone means years before, to regard the darling dreamers. Darling dreamers are the children who were lying down in bed long time ago and were preparing to have nice dreams at night. Here actually the darling dreamers refers to the poet's siblings. Ere she left them till the dawn. So the memory of the poet's mother come to his mind, and he remembers how lovingly, how affectionately she used to look at her children, that is the poet and his siblings, before she tucked them to sleep and left them till the dawn. The poet says that I feel her fond look on me. So she will not be able to look at her children till the next morning. So the mother looked very fondly at her children. And the pitter patter of the raindrop brings back those nostalgic memories to the poet's mind. He says that he still feels her fond look on the poet, as she used to look at him when he was young, a boy, and she used to put him to sleep. So he feels her fond look on the poet as I list to this refrain. What is refrain? Refrain is the repetition of the lines in a song or in a music. So as there is repetition of lines in a song, so the rainfall is also creating a repeated music as it is falling on the tiles of the roof. So he listens to the refrain, the repeated music that is created, which is played upon the shingles by the patter of the rain. Again, shingles are the tiles on the roof. So the rainfall is playing a music by falling on the tiles of the roof of the cottage in which the poet is lying down. So this poem tells of the poet's experience and his fond memories from the past, which brings back the nostalgic fond memories from the past. Now let us move to the poetic devices that are used in this poem. Here, humid and hover. A are repeated, her sound is repeated, hence it is example of alliteration. Again we see starry spheres. Again is repeated, alliteration is repetition of the consonant sound. Melancholy darkness. So here the darkness is not actually sad, it is the people who are there. Okay, so it appears that the darkness is melancholy. Actually, the poet is feeling, because of the cloudiness and all that, that there is a sad atmosphere. So it is the feeling of the poet. So here melancholy darkness is also example of personification, because we are giving personal attributes, human attributes to inanimate objects, that is the literary device of personification. Again, we can see that melancholy darkness is also an example of transferred epithet. It is not the darkness which is melancholy, but it is the thoughts of the people that appear to be. Again, here we see cottage chamber, uh, cottage chamber, CC. CC is repeated, so it is example of alliteration. Again, here lie listening is alliteration. Off soft is example of assonance. Assonance is repetition of vowel sound. Okay, so these are the literary devices used in Rain on the Roof. Here, has and heart. H sound is repeated. In the next line, thousand dreamy fancies. Here again, the fancies are not actually dreamy. It is the person who is the poet who is falling into a reverie who is dreamy. Thousand dreamy fancies is example of hyperbole. So it is actually maybe 10, 20, 100 fancies, but not 1,000. So when we exaggerate, it is also example of a hyperbole. Into busy being, again alliteration you used here. B sound is repeated. Thousand recollections. So here thousand recollections is also example of hyperbole, that is exaggerated use. Weave their ear threads into woof. Recollections are weaving their ear threads into woof. So here recollections are personified. As I listen to the patter of the rain upon the roof, again r, r are repeated. So example of alliteration. Here in the first line there is again alliteration. Memory, my mother. Okay, so ma sound is repeated. Darling dreamers. Again, this is use of alliteration is used here. Feel fond, alliteration is used again. And patter and tinkle. These are examples of onomatopoeia, where the sound represents the word or the word represents the sound. So with that we come to the end of this poem. Thank you. Please do subscribe for my channel. Thank you.